afternoon and welcome. You continue to be with us here at CNN News 18. I'm Ridhima Bhatnagar. We're beginning this broadcast with some breaking developments coming in. News coming in from Karnataka, where we're understanding the Karnataka government is contemplating a board to regulate madrasas. They've sought a report on whether formal education actually is being given or not. The Primary and Secondary Education Minister of Karnataka sought a report on formal education being given in madrasas in the state. Now, the government suspects that several of the madrasas in the state are not imparting formal education, especially in maths and science, for these students. The minister has also sought a report on how many aided and unaided madrasas are operating in the state and the kind of education being imparted there. Officials have also been asked to submit the report in the next 15 days.
Our Honorable Prime Minister is very much concerned about the education of every student. It is our responsibility to see that the proper education is being taught at madrasa. And whoever attend madrasa should also attend our regular classes. And the capacity of such students should be improved. And their learning capacity has to be checked.
Sir, is the government anywhere looking at a mechanism where it can monitor and control madrasas? This could be the first step in that process.
I am very sorry why, when our department can inspect other schools and check such things, why madrasa should not be done? They are also the children of this country. They also, it is our responsibility to see that they are able to compete with the other world. So when it is our responsibility, it is the duty to see that. If they will check, if it is running proper, we are not going to do anything. If it is not proper, we will advise them to run the schools according to the law.
So many already saying that the government perhaps doesn't have the mandate to dictate terms for madrasas. They're saying it doesn't function under the primary education department.
No, according to the RTE, it is the bounden duty of any government to see that proper scientific education has to be given to all students of the country. So it is our bounden duty as a government to see that the student of madrasa also gets a proper education. So whatever the inspections we are going to do in other schools has to be done here also. There was such impression that minority institutions should not be inspected. It's not proper. It is according to the law we are doing. We want to see that those students should not fail in their education.
So finally, Mr. B.K. Hariprasad is equating Veer Savarkar to Muhammad Ali Jinnah, saying both of them are atheists, both of them ruined this country. Should an atheist photo be in a Ganesh Chaturthi mandal, which is largely having people who are believers?
It is a very, very pathetic situation. Those who have not fought for the freedom movement are speaking about the people who gave their total life, but not only their individual life, the total family's life, his brothers, his wife, his sister-in-law, everyone gave their life for the sake of the country, who had been imprisoned for 2 lifetimes and who suffered like anything in a cellular jail. Inhumanly was treated. He was put in a jail which was not even 10 by 20. He was made to extract oil. Means animals were treated better, but Savarkar was treated like that. So who doesn't know the history, who doesn't have any patriotism, speak like that. For Congress, particularly leaders like Hariprasad,
Well, that was the Karnataka Education Minister B.C. Nagesh. They're in conversation with my colleague Harish. This is on the backdrop of what the Karnataka government is now contemplating. They're contemplating a board to regulate madrasas. We are also understanding they've sought a report on whether actually formal education is being given in these madrasas or not, whether education is being given on the lines of maths and science. Now we are also understanding that officials have been asked to submit a report in the next 15 days. So the next 15 days are going to be extremely crucial because the minister has also now sought a report on how many aided and unaided madrasas are also operating in the state, and more importantly, what is this kind of education that is being imparted in these madrasas. So the first reaction there coming in from the Karnataka Education Minister B.C. Nagesh, they're telling CNN News 18 that the next 15 days are going to be crucial because they're trying to ascertain what is the kind of education that is being imparted to these students in these madrasas. So madrasas are under the scanner as far as the Karnataka government is concerned. They want clarity on one, what is the kind of education that is being given, if there is actual formal education being given for subjects like maths and science, and more importantly, what they also want to understand is that how many of these are actually aided and unaided as far as the operation is concerned.